Hey D, are you there? I'm just wondering if you had a quick second to chat with me about something. I just wanted to let you know that I was talking to my boss and it sounds like I'll be having these late nights going on for a while.
You're kidding me. I feel like I hardly ever see you anymore, Charles. What is going on at work that is keeping you so late there every single night?
I know, trust me, I don't want to be doing this any more than you want me to either. But there is just a lot of things going on with the company right now. Even some of our clients are getting sucked into the mess and it's just, ugh. Anyways, it's sounding like this is going to probably be a thing for at least another 2 weeks or so. And might not be able to talk to you as much throughout the workday.
I see. Well, that really sucks, but I guess if it's what your job is asking of you, then I understand. I suppose if you're going to be that busy working, though, I'll only try to reach out to you if it's an emergency, and otherwise I'll just try to let you concentrate. And then you won't have to worry about responding to any texts or anything like that. You'll just be able to focus on what you're doing and not have me distract you or anything like that.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate your understanding. I really wish this wasn't the case, but it is what it is for now.
I understand. These things happen from time to time. Anyways, I hope that it all goes over well and that you can get back to your regular schedule soon.
Charles, are you there? I have something that I need to talk to you about right now. Oh, Todd, how's it going? I feel like I don't hear from you all that often. Is everything okay? We don't have time for that right now. Where are you? Well, I'm on the bus on my way to go meet a client right now, actually. But given your tone, I take it that this isn't the answer that you were wanting to hear. You bet it's not it. How can you be at work at a time like this? What's the matter with you, man? Sorry, I feel a little out of the loop. Is everything okay? Am I missing something? I don't know, you tell me. Unless you want me to just come out and spell it for you. But I really can't believe you're acting like nothing is going on here at all. Todd, I'm really sorry, but I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about right now. Did I do something wrong? Is everything okay where you are? What is it? What do you mean you don't know what I'm talking about? Please tell me that's just supposed to be some kind of messed up joke. It's really not. But if you could tell me what's going on, then that would really help me clear all of this up. Whatever it is, it sounds pretty serious to me. Of course it's serious. You're missing your parents-in-law's funeral right now. Did you really not know about that at all? I know that they're not your real parents, but I still would have expected you to be there for them and us right now. I really thought you were a better guy than this. But I'm sorry, I really had no idea. When did they pass? What do you mean? Are you seriously asking me that? I guess I am. This is seriously the first time that I'm hearing about any of this. Todd, I really am sorry for your loss. I don't know what else to say. You have to be kidding me, man. Are you telling me that you really didn't know that both my parents got sick and were in the hospital together? You didn't know about any of that? No, I really didn't. The last time that I saw them was a while ago, but they were not healthy. I had no idea they were in a hospital at all. Well, they both seemed to catch the same thing, and they were both hospitalized together. First, it was Dad's condition that worsened. It happened so quickly, and then he was just gone. And my mom followed him 2 days later. So then that's why the funeral is for the both of them. That's right. We're going to have the wake all through the night tonight, and then we're going to have the funeral tomorrow. I see, Todd. I'm so sorry. You have my sincerest and deepest condolences. I promise you that I didn't know a thing about any of this. It's okay. None of that matters now. But do you think you can come back here and be here for the wake and the funeral? Todd, I really want to be there now that I know all of this is happening, but, well, I guess I could talk to my boss about getting off early, but I still wouldn't make it back home until tomorrow. Wait, what? What do you mean? Why wouldn't you be making it here until tomorrow? I thought that you just lived 40 minutes away, right? Why would it take you that long? Well, it would take me that long because about a year ago I was sent on an extended business trip and I've been up in Michigan ever since. Hold on a second. You've been living in Michigan for the past year? Are you serious? Yeah, of course. Sorry, did Dee not mention that to you at all? Actually, now that I say that, I wonder why I haven't heard from her about this at all. Maybe she's just been so broken up about losing her parents. Wait, hold on a second. I think there's something might be up here. Up? What do you mean by that? Is anything else going on back home that I should know about? I know I'm far away right now, but I would like to be kept in the loop. Well, the thing is that I haven't actually been able to get a hold of my sister for a while now. Wait, you haven't been able to get a hold of Dee? But why not? I thought you guys kept in touch. Charles, I am really sorry to do this to you, but I think I'm going to need some time to confirm a couple of things before I tell you anything else. In fact, can I ask you for a couple questions about your work right now? Well, sure, I guess you can if you think it'll help with whatever's going on. Okay, so you moved to Michigan a year ago for work, is that right? Yep. I've been here just a little over 11 months, but basically a year at this point. Okay, so you've been living up north, and you've been in contact with Dee this whole time then? Yeah, pretty much, although we don't talk every day. But we do chat every now and then, and I'll leave her messages about what I've been up to or how things are going up here. Okay, that makes sense. And have you talked to her recently at all? Actually, now that you mention it, I think it's been about 10 days since her and I last sent a message to each other. You haven't talked to your own wife in over a week? Well, there was some serious drama happening up here with the company and some of our clients, you see. I was being kept late on overtime every single day, and I told Dee about it. She suggested talking to me less so that I'd be less tempted to text her during work. And so, since then, we haven't really said anything to each other. Got it. And that must also mean that the last time you two saw each other was a while ago as well, right? Yeah, I think the last time that we were in person together was something like 6 months ago when I managed to get some time off to visit her. So you haven't seen your wife in 6 months either. That's really tough. But it still doesn't explain everything because my parents were hospitalized about 4 months ago. But you told me that you had no idea that that had even happened to begin with, right? I'm really sorry I didn't hear about it, but it's true. I had no idea that they had been in there that long. That's okay. I think I'm starting to understand the picture here. Well, do you mind if I ask what's going on with your mind right now? Because I feel more confused than ever about all of this currently. Okay, let me try and explain it to you. So my dad died about a week ago, okay? I called Dee to tell her about it, and there was some guy who answered the phone. Although he said that he was you. But I take it that it wasn't me because I already told you I didn't know that this had happened, right? That's right. So this guy pretending to be you said that Dee wasn't feeling good and asked you to answer her phone. And then I told this guy about her dad and that was it. But now I understand that you and Dee weren't even physically together at this point, right? That's right. I don't remember a phone call, much less answer a phone call for Dee or talking to you on the phone. But now that I'm starting to put this together, I'm going to talk to my boss about getting permission to go home early from this. That might be a good idea. I'll do some more digging around on my end and see if I can't find anything concrete about what's happening. But anyways, I told this guy to tell Dee to call me back as soon as she was able to, and I haven't heard at all from her ever since then. Jeez, what do you think happened? I'm starting to get a little scared personally. I don't know. I tried messaging and calling her and have gotten nothing back. Now that I'm in charge of preparing the funeral, I've just been so busy. But I assumed that Dee just wasn't feeling good. I don't know, I thought maybe she had heard about Mom and Dad and just didn't want to talk to me out of grief, but now I realize that I hadn't actually tried reaching out to your phone to try and get a hold of her. And that's why you messaged me today asking where I was. That's right. So I guess now you're basically all caught up. Got it. Well, okay. I'll go and talk to my boss about leaving. I'm sorry that I won't be able to make it for the wake, but I will try my best to be there as early as I can for the funeral in case you need any help. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. The funeral starts at 1 in the afternoon, just so you know. Okay, then. I should have time to make it back and get myself ready for that. And I guess I'll try reaching out to Dee and see what she knows about this. Sounds good. I really hope that you can come through to her. Dee, are you there? You and I have something really serious to talk about. Please, Dee, this is an emergency. You have to get back to me right away. Did you know anything at all about your parents' funeral? The wake is tonight and the funeral itself is tomorrow at 1. You need to call Todd and get the details from him right away. He said that he can't seem to get a hold of you, but that he wanted you to know what happened because he needs your help. Hello? Are you there? Anyways, I'm going to try and head home first thing in the morning tomorrow to make it back. When you see these messages, please get back to me. Hey, Charles. I just wanted to thank you for all your help yesterday. Todd, of course. Anything for you and your family. I'm just really sorry that I couldn't have been there for the wake. It's okay. I know that you wouldn't have made it even if you tried. But anyways, I figured out who the guy was who answered Dee's phone was. Really? You did? Who the heck is he? Just what the heck is going on? Charles, I don't know how to tell you this. What is it? Is Dee okay? Please, I've actually been really worried about this. I think it would be better if you and I could talk about this in person. Can we meet up, please? Yeah, of course. I'll talk to my boss about taking tomorrow off and we can find some time to get to the bottom of this. Okay then, let me know what time tomorrow will work best for you. Of course, thank you so much for looking into this for me. Dee, you and I have got some serious talking to do.
Charlie, it's so nice to hear from you. I can't believe it's been 2 weeks since you and I last talked. Did things calm down at work? How have you been? I miss you.
I guess you can say that. Actually, I've already come back home.
Oh, really? I take it that this isn't just for a vacation, though, right?
Dee, can you tell me where you are right now?
Oh, I'm just out with a friend right now. We're just catching up. We might grab some dinner together or something. So I guess I might not be back home until pretty late, but you can just whip something up for yourself.
You're with a friend, I see. Well, did you talk to your brother at all?
Todd? What do you mean? Why would I need to talk to him? Did something happen?
I think it would be better if you just talk to him yourself.
Sure, okay. Charles, are you there? Please answer me. We need to talk about some things.
That's right. Like how you've been cheating on me with some guy from your class reunion? Have you really been away traveling this whole time with him?
No, wait, you don't understand. I promise. I had no idea about my parents or their funeral.
So you're admitting to cheating on me then? Because you didn't deny that at all.
Charlie, I'm really sorry. I was just so lonely without you. You were gone for a whole year.
I can't believe it. You lied to me this whole time and now you're making excuses for yourself? Well, you might as well tell me everything. Like, why didn't you know at all what was going on with your parents? And why did you tell this guy to pretend to be me on the phone? Your brother called you and thought it was me, and he told this guy to tell you about your parents. But I guess he didn't say anything, did he?
Well, you were right about us being on vacation, but it was my very first time going abroad. And my old classmate had been abroad plenty of times and said there was no point having a phone overseas, so he offered to hold on to it while we were away. He told me that he would tell me if anything important came through, but you didn't tell me anything, even after my dad had died. I guess he knew that I would want to end our trip and turn around, so he just kept quiet. He even blocked Todd. And by the time we had gotten back, he deleted all the messages about the deaths and the funeral and the missed calls and gave me my phone back.
I see. So that's why you had no idea about your parents.
I was so upset with him, I screamed at him for hours.
Oh, really? You were that upset?
Of course I was. He didn't tell me that my own parents had died. Isn't that just horrible?
But you hadn't even told me about them being in the hospital. Did you not know about that either?
What do you mean by that?
Todd already told me all about it. I know that they were in the hospital for months.
Right, but what about it?
Well, they were hospitalized while I was away for work, but I still didn't hear about any of that until they were already gone. I had to find out about your parents and your affair both from Todd.
But I'm done with that other man. You don't have anything to worry about.
You think you can just brush your affair aside like that? No. You and I are getting a divorce.
Wait, what? You can't be serious about this, right? Charles, both of my parents just died and I had no idea.
And you think that I should just ignore the fact that you were lying about your parents and cheating on me this whole time? I can't even with you right now, D. The next time you talk to me, it's going to be through my lawyer. I really can't believe that my wife thought she could just excuse herself from the fact that she was lying and cheating on me. At least my lawyer was sympathetic when he heard my story. He told me that he had seen similar cases like this where the wife had something bad happen to her and tried to get out punishment through crocodile tears. I told him I just wanted things to be over and to have my own life again. In the end, Dee and I were finally divorced and I did sue her for her affair. Even Todd took my side during those divorce proceedings. He was furious with his sister for her affair leading to her missing the funeral. Obviously, it's sad that Dee didn't know that her own parents had died, but she really has no one else to blame for this outcome but herself.
Hi, Omar. You know that today is Alina's entrance ceremony at her new high school, right?
Oh, hi, Rena. Yeah, I know. The entrance ceremony starts at 9, so I should get there a bit earlier, right? I have a night shift that day, so I'll be coming straight from my workplace, but I'll make sure not to be late.
What? Don't tell me you actually plan on coming, do you?
Yeah, I'm her father, aren't I? Why shouldn't I come to her entrance ceremony?
No, you can't come because you're just going to embarrass us. Alina doesn't want you to come.
What do you mean I'll embarrass you guys? I mean, I went to her graduation ceremony at her middle school, so why can't I go now? Besides, I heard that it's normal for both parents to come to the entrance ceremony. It would be better if I came as well, I think.
No, it's true. It's normal for both parents to come, but there are single parents and stuff too, so it won't stand out that much. It would be better if I went alone and everyone thought I was a single parent than if I went with you.
Huh? What is that even? I know you guys aren't very proud of what I do for a living, but is it seriously that embarrassing? Besides, it's not like they're going to go around asking parents what they do for a living, are they?
Jesus, you really are an idiot. It doesn't matter if they don't ask you your profession because it's obvious what it is just by looking at you.
Huh? Come on, Rena. Aren't you over-exaggerating a bit? How are they supposed to know that I work at a factory just by looking at me?
I'm telling you, you don't understand the feelings of a teenage girl. You see, a father who works at a factory is embarrassing for a teenage girl.
Huh? Why exactly is it embarrassing then? I know it's nothing fancy like a pilot or a doctor, but it's nothing to be embarrassed of.
Of course you would say that. You're a factory worker. This new school of Alina's is a high-level private school, so the other students are going to pick on her if they find out that she's from the lower class. Besides, if you come to the entrance ceremony, the whole auditorium is going to stink, so go home.
Huh? Lower class? Just what exactly is this school you sent Elena to? Some sort of prep school? Well, I understand how she might stand out if they find out about her background, but is it really worth pretending I don't exist at all? And what do you mean go home? I haven't even went to the entrance ceremony yet.
I'm telling you not to go to her high school after your night shift is done and go straight home to our house. It's obvious you're going to stink after you just worked hours at a factory. Do you enjoy embarrassing us or something? It's not for me that you shouldn't go, but for Alina, since it's an important day, being her first day in high school and all. Apparently, Alina intends on telling everyone at her high school that her father works at a trading company and earns 100,000 euros a year. If you stink of factory, then they're going to know for sure that you don't actually work at a trading company. So? Do you understand why you can't come to her entrance ceremony now? Just don't go, all right? Why do you want to go so much in the first place?
Because I thought she was my daughter. You know, I can take a shower in my workplace before I come. I intend on changing into a suit before I go as well. I'm not going to go in the clothes I wear to work if that's what you're worried about.
No matter how much you clean yourself up or polish your appearance, you won't be able to get rid of the stink that's already a permanent part of your body. The one that comes from years working at a factory. It doesn't matter what you do, it's not going to make you any less embarrassing to us. Do you understand now? Don't come, no matter what. Hello, Father. Don't tell me you came to the entrance ceremony, did you? I heard from Mother that you intend to come, but don't come, no matter what, all right?
Elena, even you're telling me not to come? But I went to your middle school's graduation ceremony, didn't I? Why can't I go now that you're in high school?
That's because my middle school was in the area that we lived, so everyone knew about you in the first place. Meaning that there was no point in trying to hide it. But now that I'm going to a private school a bit farther from our hometown, I can make my own background from scratch since no one knows you.
What do you mean make your own background? So you intend on lying about yourself just to impress your new classmates? That isn't good, Elena. You might impress them at the start, but you're going to end up being one of those people that only do things to please others. You're never going to be happy yourself.
Wow, those are some impressive words for a factory worker. Did you copy and paste that from the internet or something? You see, I'm going to tell everyone that my father works at a trading company and earns 100,000 euros a year. It's not an embarrassing profession, unlike a factory worker, right? I need to fit in, Dad. This new school of mine is a high-level private school, so the parents of all the other students will probably have such high-income jobs.
So you think that your father working at a factory is embarrassing? I told your mom this already, but while working at a factory might not be flashy, it's an honest job that you shouldn't be embarrassed of. I'm sure not all of the parents will have high-income jobs. Surely there will be some people like you, right?
Of course it's embarrassing. I mean, you stink, first of all. And working at a factory is like the opposite of being stylish, and it's so uncool. That's why I don't like you working at a factory, and I don't care if there are other kids like me. I'm not proud of it, and that's all that matters.
I see. I understand. Fine, I won't come to the ceremony then. Although I was hoping that you would disagree with your mother, it seems I was mistaken.
Hey, Omar. What are these divorce papers you left on the table?
Sorry, but my heart's finally broke.
What? What do you mean your heart's finally broke? Are you some sort of teenage girl who just broke up with her boyfriend or something?
Make fun of me all you want, but I don't care what you say anymore. Both you and Elena have always looked down on me for working at a factory. I try not to think of it too much by telling myself that it can't be helped since Elena is a girl in puberty and that you're just sympathizing with her. But today was the last straw. I thought to myself, why didn't I just quit being a father entirely? And that's when my heart broke and I couldn't hold back my emotions anymore. Those divorce papers I left you are the result of those emotions.
Why don't you do as you please? I mean, you can barely provide for yourself with that meager salary of yours in the first place, let alone for the three of us. That's why I had to work a part-time job all these years, Omar. Because my husband worked at a factory and barely made any money.
I know that I never made that much money, but I did my best to provide for this family until now. Not anymore, though. I'm done. Let's hire a lawyer to deal with the details of property division and stuff.
Huh? A lawyer? Where are you right now?
I won't tell you where I am, but I'll just tell you that I'm in the city.
What do you mean, a lawyer? Don't you think you're over-exaggerating? I thought I just had to turn these papers into the city hall and we were done.
We could, but hiring a lawyer is the best way to avoid trouble with things like this. We mainly need to discuss financial matters, so it's best if we hire an expert to manage things, don't you think? There's a lot less risk of there being any issue. Just sign those divorce papers and turn them into City Hall whenever you like. Well, goodbye, Rena.
Hey, I heard that you were divorcing Mom. Is that true?
Yeah. It's up to your mom when she turns in the divorce papers up.
Nice! Finally, I was waiting for this day all my life. This is a good opportunity to get a new father, so I hope Mom actually marries someone who works at a trading company. Because then the background I made for myself will be real.
So you're going to continue telling everyone at school that your dad works at a trading company, even though me and your mom are getting divorced?
What? What do you care if I tell everyone my dad works at a trading company? Are you going to tell me that lying is bad and being honest is the best way to make friends or something? That's not how the real world works, Dad. Relationships would never get anywhere if people were honest.
Honestly, do whatever you want. I don't care what you do at school anymore. I just thought that it was strange because you're going to live with your mother after we get divorced, right? Won't your classmates eventually find out that you were lying?
Oh, I see. Well, it's not like anyone's asked me the details yet, so I'll just think of something later on.
So, is that all you wanted to tell me?
Yep. I just wanted to know whether it was true that you and Mom were getting divorced.
I see. Well, goodbye then, Elena.
Bye! Hello, Omar. I thought I'd tell you about the situation. I already turned in those divorce papers.
All right. I'm glad you accepted the financial terms of the divorce as well.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm lucky I got even that much out of the property division.
Yes, I added a little extra because I was the one who suddenly proposed a divorce, and it might affect Ellen's future. The money you need to raise Elena until she graduates from university is included in the money I gave you. Don't forget that. I don't want you spending it on any other nonsense.
Yeah, I already received an explanation from the lawyer, so it's fine.
All right then, I guess we're officially divorced now.
Yep. Goodbye, Mr. Low-Income Factory Worker. Hey, Omar! You've got to be kidding me, right? The factory you work at was shown on TV. You were interviewed, and they said something about you being the inventor of a new popular item and how you had numerous achievements over the years. And then they said you were going to be the CEO starting from next year. You didn't tell me anything about this, Omar! This can't be happening. To think you were headed straight for a promotion even when you were just a factory worker. I was almost the wife of a CEO. If I had known, I never would have divorced you. Hello, Father. I just graduated high school, and now I'm going to go to university.
Long time no see, Elena. Time flies so fast. You already graduated high school?
Yeah, and I want you to give me the tuition for university.
Huh? But your university tuition was already included in the money I gave your mother when we got divorced.
What? Seriously?
By the way, what university are you going to be entering?
A university.
If it's a university, then the money I gave your mother should be enough to pay for the tuition, since it's a national university, right? Why are you asking me for tuition?
I mean, Mom said that you didn't earn much money, so you could only pay for my tuition until I graduated high school, but you're still my father, so even if you don't earn that much money, it's still your duty as my parent to somehow grant my dreams when I say that I want to go to university.
I see. It seems like Mom didn't tell you anything.
What do you mean?
It's going to be inconvenient for me if you start following me around or something, so I'll explain it to you myself.
Huh? What do you mean, follow you? But I'm your daughter. Isn't that a bit cold?
You see, Elena, you're your mother's child from her previous marriage.
What?
You see, the two of us never legally became related to each other since there was opposition from our families, so I didn't need to provide for your tuition in the first place when me and your mom got divorced. But since I was the one who proposed a divorce, I felt responsible for what it might do to your future. I decided to give your mother an extra 120,000 euros on top of the property division I already gave her to pay for your tuition until you graduate university and stuff.
1,200 euros? But if you can afford that much, just a bit more shouldn't be a problem for you, right? You see, 98% of people from my high school go on to university, so everyone's going to laugh at me if I don't go to university as well. So please, just give me the university tuition.
That's impossible.
Why not?
You see, 120,000 euros was a huge amount of money for me at the time. It was basically all my savings, and I had to be really tight with money for a while after that. I've only recently been able to spend up an average amount of money again. Sorry, but I'm not going to go through that trouble again.
But if you don't give it to me, I won't be able to go to university.
So where's the money that I gave your mom that was supposed to pay for your tuition then?
I don't know.
All right, then you should ask your mother about it and talk to her about what to do from now on. If she doesn't have the money anymore, then it can't be helped, and you'll have to get a scholarship or get a tuition loan or get a student loan or something.
But even if you tell that to me now...
It might seem cold to you, but I really have nothing to do with it anymore. So you can't just involve me in your financial matters like this. You're not my daughter. The 120,000 euros I gave your mom 3 years ago was the most I could do at the time. Please don't contact me again.
Father!
No, I'm not your father. But I do hope that you find happiness, though. Good luck.
Omar! Why did you tell Alina that you weren't actually her father and that you had given me 1,200,000 euros when we got divorced? But if she doesn't get a job as soon as she graduates high school, we won't be able to support ourselves anymore. We don't have any money.
If ever Elena comes to me begging for money in the future, you won't oppose me telling her that she wasn't actually my daughter and about the circumstances involving our marriage.
Huh?
This was one of the conditions you agreed to when I gave you the 120,000 euros.
Oh, damn it.
It looks like you understand now, so goodbye.
Hold on, but it's true that we don't have any money. I heard that ever since you became the CEO, the company's business has been doing better than ever, so you can give us money, right?
Would you please just cut it out already? Didn't I tell you that Elena's tuition until university was included in the money I gave you? It's your fault for not listening to me and using it on who knows what.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I intended to leave some money for Alina's university tuition, but before I noticed, it was just gone. So please, Omar, help your family.
Sorry, but you guys aren't my family anymore. You see, I got remarried and I'm going to have a child soon, which means that I don't have any money to spare as I have to provide for my actual family.
Seriously? You got remarried and you're going to have a baby soon?
Yes, that's what I said. Well then, goodbye for real this time. I had my suspicions as to what had happened to the 120,000 euros I gave Reina, but apparently she quit her part-time job after we got divorced. Apparently the 120,000 euros was used to support the two of them during the 3 years Elena was in high school, as well as for Elena's tuition. Honestly, what she did was more sane than I had expected. I thought that she would spend the money on random garbage like new bags or something. Anyways, ultimately, Elena gave up on going to university, but she didn't get a job either. After finding out that her mother used the money that was supposed to pay for her university tuition, she became feral and started just staying in her room all day. Reina was terrified of Elena's wrath, and so she started working part-time again. But since she only earns minimum wage and has to start from the beginning, the two were barely able to keep themselves alive, it seems. Not only that, but apparently Reina's new job was at a factory, the place she herself made fun of me so many times for working at. I guess she got what she deserved for making fun of a person's profession without even understanding what exactly it is that they do. Maybe karma does really exist.